Round 8, the Acropolis Rally, takes its name from the ancient monument which dominates the Athens skyline. The Greek rally is one of the classic events in the championship, and Leg 1's 7 stages took the crews from the capital city, Athens, up into the hills and on to Delphi. It's known as one of the toughest rallies on the calendar, as Tommy Mäkinen explained.
I think this year you can't win here if you are not fast enough, and of course you always need some luck as well when you try to go flat out.
Unfortunately for Tommy, his luck didn't hold out, and just 4 kilometres into the first stage, the Mitsubishi ground to a halt. 35 minutes were lost as he frantically radioed the team for advice.
When Tommy presses the starter button, can you hear a relay clicking? It's completely quiet. It's nothing. It's like completely dead.
The world champion became the event's first casualty.
I have Kankinen. Everybody.
I don't know what happened. It doesn't. Just lost the electric.
Bruno Thierry had a fantastic start to lead the rally before it all went wrong.
Qu'est-ce que je fais de mal, moi? Bah rien, traverse pas, c'est pas toi. Attends. 12 km, on est à 1,5 km du tu sais me passer le téléphone?
Why my engine? Not Mr. Kankkunen. Always my engine.
Engine failure forcing Thierry out for the second time in as many events. McRae set the second quickest time on the first stage and lay second, 5 seconds behind Burns after stage 5. Oriol set the fastest time on 6 to move up into third place after that section. Piero Liati was back on the pace in the second Subaru and challenging the leaders. Juha Kankkunen and Juha Repo were 5th, Thierry's retirement putting extra pressure on the two Finns for a good result. Sainz finished the day only 7th, but was relieved not to be first on the road for leg 2.
I mean, if you are running like myself today in first car in the road, I know some stages I will pay a lot of time. When I mean a lot, it's half a second a kilometer, even more. You have to be cool, you have to know that it's going to happen, you have to prepare yourself to accept that, and tomorrow try to catch up when you are running in the back.
Carlos's teammate Didier Auriol set the fastest time on the day's penultimate stage, and the Frenchman was in 3rd place at the end of leg 1. Ahead of the Toyota lay the Subaru of McRae. But the rally leaders were Richard Burns and co-driver Robert Reed. Fastest on the day's last stage, the Mitsubishi would run first on the road on leg 2.
My plan at the start of today was to push really quite hard all the way because I thought we had a good position on the road, a little bit cleaner, but not too many rocks pulled out, and it's proved like that.
The mountains around Gravia would provide a spectacular backdrop to leg 2's 5 stages, which took the crews north from Delphi, producing unique problems for the drivers and teams.
I think this is the toughest European rally for sure. It is very hot, very rough, a lot of rocks, very difficult for the car, for the tires, for the drivers, for everybody.
The crucial thing on a Acropolis Rally is that you have as long a travel on your suspension as possible, and obviously you increase the ride height probably 15-20 millimeters over a conventional 1000X type rally.
It's a very punishing rally, and the suspension takes a lot of punishment here, and it's our job to try and give them a car which will give them good handling but also stay in one piece.
First on the road, Burns was struggling, losing 18 seconds and the lead on the first stage. In just 3 stages, Burns dropped from 1st to 5th.
150, long crest.
He'd end the day over 43 seconds behind the leader.
Our tyres are virtually down to nothing after those 2 stages. We've got literally 2 ball tyres on the front trying to clean the road. It's impossible.
Piero Liati started the day on a charge, setting the 2nd quickest time on stage 8 and moving up to 3rd. But a spin on stage 9 cost him time, and he dropped to 6th overnight. Carlos Sainz fought back on the 2nd leg, setting 3 fastest stage times to finish the day in 4th place. Kankkunen was 3rd, once again involved in a battle with Sainz. The Ford was 2nd fastest on 3 stages, and the pair would start the final day only 2.5 seconds apart. McRae led earlier in the day, but was happy enough in 2nd place.
If you look at Richard, he's dropped quite a way back, and we've managed to keep almost there. So it's a good position for tomorrow.
It was now Didier Auriol who led, despite not having won a stage all day.
Tomorrow we are, I think, 4 driver, nearly 15 seconds, something like that. So, you know, everything can happen.
Auriol would lead the crews away from Delphi at the start of leg 3. Starting first had cost Burns dear, but the loose gravel had all gone. Leg 3, an exact repeat of leg 2. Sainz snatched 3rd from Kankkunen on stage 13, the day's first, but on the 2nd he suffered problems.
6-7 kilometers in the 2nd stage, I lost completely the power steering, and then it was impossible to drive. It was very, very hard.
Kankkunen suffered 2 punctures on stage 14, but Sainz's difficulties meant 3rd was Juha's once again.
100, long easy left, 50, long fast right.
Both rear tires, you know, the tread completely came off, and just on the rims the last 5Ks, so lost half a minute.
In the battle for 1st place, Colin McRae's day started badly. He'd been slower than the leader Auriol on the first 2 stages, the Frenchman setting the fastest time on both.
40 mètres, gauche à fond sur piège, droite à fond frein, sur droite 5+, droite à fond frein, droite 5+, sur attention gauche 5, attention plonge.
So why had McRae lost the time?
2 stages down, how did they go?
Not so well. Didier was very quick. Obviously, I think he's using a softer tyre today, and the tyres were worn out at the end of the stage, so he's taken quite an advantage from it.
The next stage, it's very, very hard for the car. It's quite a big stone on the road, so it's not finished, I tell you.
Liati, impressive early in the day, finished 6th after losing 10 minutes in a ditch. The Subaru driver's mistake allowed Freddie Loix to finish 5th. Sainz recovered from his earlier problems to finish 4th. First day leader Burns had a torrid final leg when, halfway through stage 15, the suspension broke.
Big stone. Go 70. Let me have a look. Well, we ain't going anywhere, are we? No, doesn't look like it.
Retirement for the young Englishman gave Juha Kankkunen a clear run to 3rd position. Auriol began the rally's penultimate stage with a lead of 16 seconds, but after dislodging a circuit breaker and losing time, he knew 2nd was all he could hope for.
Oh putain, c'est arrivé. Bien calé ce code.
Didier, your face says it all. What happened?
Okay, the car stopped in the stage about 30-40 seconds, and it was one connection gone. That's it.
Didier's problem helped Colin McRae to his 2nd Acropolis victory, much to the team's approval. Exactly 20 seconds McRae's winning margin, with a disappointed Auriol 2nd and Juha Kankkunen 3rd. Sainz, Loix and Liati rounded off the top 6. McRae's win is reflected in the driver's standings. The Scotsman now led Sainz by 5 points, while in the Manufacturers Series, Subaru led Toyota by 2 points.